understand or not, what are the variables can be done, how the data are collected, and so on. Okay? The last one is, of course, when you're given a task for next week, don't say, I didn't do anything. Later consultation can meet you. What kind of, right? What kind of work is that? It must be, if I say next week I want to see topic, all the groups must show your topic. Right? Cannot say, if you don't have, then you wait for another week because you didn't deliver. Understand? Okay? Okay, case study, 3 minutes. I go through briefly, next week can continue, right? Okay. Okay, case study. It's a very simple case, but simple doesn't mean you do a shoddy work. I expect you to do well, right? Simple means take the opportunity and do very, very well. This case is based on India. Reliance Industry is one of the biggest company in India. You can read on their background and all, but the whole issue in this case is they have too much cash. So much cash, they don't know what to do. They can give to me, but it's not part of the issue here, right? Okay? So here, I scroll down, you have to read through the whole thing, the last part. They consider 4 options on what to do with the cash. Options, they consider 4 options. Either they hold the cash maybe for future investment opportunity, or they repay the debt that they have, or they distribute as dividend, or they buy back their shares. So there are 4 options. Can you understand? It's a very simple case. So what is the requirement, right? Not this one. Okay, requirement. I did mention group 40%, individual 60%. Right, let's see the group and the individual. They're actually, for the group one is more on the concept answer, more textbook answer. Discuss how changes in capital structure, because the whole thing is about capital structure. You know capital structure, right? Under corporate governance, right? Do you have more debt or more equity, isn't it? That is capital structure, isn't it? How it will affect your cost of capital, your WACC, weighted average cost of capital, your cost of equity, your cost of debt, how it affects financial risk for the company, like bankruptcy risk, and how it affects shareholders' wealth, like in terms of share price. So this is a very textbook answer, isn't it? I think you have learned something like this. So I put that as a group component. You understand? This part is quite easy. You may not have to relate it to the company also, because it's a general question. Can you see? Right, and of course, I give marks for referencing and quality of work, right? Referencing, I will teach you one day, right? Okay. Now, individual component, this one, you must relate to the case itself. Just now we mentioned the company is considering what to do with its surplus cash, isn't it? 4 options. So, 2 questions, pros and cons of each option. Your opinion, which is the best, and justify why. Now, it may look easy, isn't it? Pros and cons only, isn't it? Right. But the way you answer it can make a big difference. Okay. What do I expect? Right? Even though it looks quite manageable. Especially for this part, right? This part, you cannot just answer like textbook style. You must relate to the company's situation. Meaning you must read the case, right? If you say hold more cash, you must bring in the statistics, the facts from the case, right? Do they have future investment opportunity or not? Did they say anything? If no, you're just asking them to hold and wait for don't know when, isn't it? You understand? So you must really understand the situation in the company to give the suggestion. Meaning it's not a textbook answer. Advantages of holding cash, no. You must apply to the company's situation, okay? So that's why everything that you suggest, pros and cons, justify. Justify with support from the case. Now, when I say support from the information in the case, Reliance company is a real company, isn't it? And this case, if you see the date, it's like 1 decade ago. Can you apply new data on reliance now? No. Case study, you imagine like in exam, you're given this case. You got no internet access, isn't it? Meaning only based on the case you answer. You cannot update the annual report reliance 2025, no. It must be only limited to the information in the case, right? But if their calculation, you want to show, maybe, you can calculate which one, show your calculation. Theory, I think some part you can relate to theory. Even this part also, group 1, isn't it? There are theory that mention, isn't it? Capital structure theory, am I right or not? Even this part, you got dividend theory, yes or not? So I expect to see all your application for your 4 years of study lah. The theory, empirical evidence means journal support, especially journal. I will explain more next week lah, the do's and don'ts, what you shouldn't refer to, but journal support especially, or reference to good material, including group and individual. Meaning, you cannot just write a blind report, I don't know, I think dividend is good. Who says that, right? There must be citation and referencing, okay? Right. I think that is the main thing. All this I will explain more next week. So remember, this is the breakdown. So I think you can already start to divide your tasks. Okay? Right? And I will also want you to fill in the group contract form. Right? I will announce it and ask your tutor to fill in as well. The rest, I will explain next week. Is that okay, class? Right? Okay, thank you.